Steffy and Finn oppose Bill, is anger aroused by Luna's jail release. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester and John Finnegan might soon have another incentive to get together. It's possible that Finn and Steffy will agree on a sudden issue that will soon come up again. Fans of B&B are aware that Luna Nozawa has been begging Bill Spencer to release her from prison and turning on the waterworks. If Bill just said no and Luna's chances of winning were ended, there wouldn't be much of a story. Instead, Luna has been gradually winning Bill over, and because of the assault she has been subjected to while incarcerated, he is now truly worried about her safety. Though she might not receive her whole independence, all indications suggest that Bill will ultimately succeed for Luna. Bill may instead make arrangements for Luna to return to his home while under house arrest and wearing an ankle monitor. We have no doubt that Bill might achieve that result in this case because we are discussing Dollar Bill, who has enormous bank accounts and a readiness to pay judges. Regretfully, Steffy and Finn might strongly disagree with Bill's next course of action. At one point, Finn loved his cousin, but now Luna is the violent madman who killed Steffy and put him in a cage. Finn might sympathize with Luna's attack, but it doesn't mean he'll support Luna leading a luxurious life at the Spencer home once more. An ankle monitor alone won't prevent Luna from relapsing, Finn might warn. Naturally, Bill can counter that he will have 24-hour security and ensure Luna remains in one spot. Nevertheless, you can expect that Steffy will raise some concerns and attempt to persuade Bill that he is allowing Luna to control him. Steffy might even charge Luna with purposefully inciting other prisoners in order to make herself appear tough and manipulate Bill's feelings. In any event, it appears that Steffy and Finn will completely agree in this situation. When Bill comes through for Luna, Finn and Steffy might lash out at him according to our B&B predictions, so keep checking back for any more intense outbursts. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill should be placed on the hot seat for his conduct because some disturbing Luna news is due to hit Los Angeles. The plot of Luna begs Bill Spencer for mercy develops as a gripping and intense drama that explores themes of vulnerability, power, and the complex dance between desperation and manipulation. The protagonist of the tale is Luna, whose life has descended into anarchy and who must face the intimidating and mysterious Bill Spencer. Bill, a guy known for his brutal business sense and uncompromising nature, becomes the target of Luna's entreaties as well as a representation of a merciless and relentless world. The relationship between Luna and Bill propels the narrative along, crafting an engrossing tale of moral struggle, survival, and the intricacies of human interaction in harsh situations. Although Luna is a character known for her tenacity and willpower, her weakness emerges during this crisis. She has no choice but to ask for pity from the one man she knows has the ability to either save or destroy her because of her dreadful circumstances, which may have been caused by a string of mistakes or possibly the schemes of others. Luna does not make the decision to plead with Bill for forgiveness lightly. It is the result of fear, desperation, and a glimmer of hope that even the most unforgiving man can have a heart. She is pleading for something bigger than herself, whether it is her family, her reputation, or the life she has devoted her life to creating. Her strength when she stands in front of Bill is her readiness to be vulnerable, to own her errors or tragedies, and to appeal to whatever humanity she may have in him. In contrast, Bill Spencer is a man who enjoys being in charge. He comes with a reputation as a cunning and frequently brutal businessman. He is a man who has established his empire via sheer willpower and an unwillingness to make concessions, and he is a figure that inspires both terror and respect in equal measure. Bill does not readily entertain the idea of mercy. In his world of high-stakes transactions and fierce rivalry, he believes that to show mercy is to be weak, a luxury he cannot afford. However, when Luna begs him, the impenetrable facade he has constructed around himself starts to show signs of weakness. Bill and Luna's relationship turns into a struggle of wills, with Bill's calculating and frequently icy reasoning pitted against Luna's humanity and desperation. Their confrontation setting heightens the story's tension. Tension permeates the atmosphere, regardless of the setting, a lavish office, a dimly illuminated boardroom, or a more intimate and surprising setting. With Bill having all the cards and Luna standing in front of him with only her words and feelings to influence him, the power dynamic between the two is evident. The two characters have incisive, emotive dialogue that is rich in layers of meaning and subtext. Luna's cries are sincere and honest, reflecting both the stakes and her despair. She communicates not only verbally but also fully, and the gravity of her situation is evident in every move and expression she makes. In contrast, Bill's answers are measured and thoughtful, displaying a guy who is used to being in charge and who recognizes the value of restraint and stillness. The reader is offered insights into both characters' inner lives as the narrative goes on. For Luna, begging is a humiliating and empowering experience. It makes her face her pride and ego, take down the barriers she has put up, and reveal who she really is. By doing this, she finds a strength she was unaware she had, a resilience that results from accepting her vulnerability as a source of strength. Bill is forced to consider his own ideals and views as a result of his encounter with Luna. Her remarks cast doubt on how he views the world and himself. Although he may come across as uncompromising, something inside of him is stirred by Luna's desperation, possibly a glimmer of empathy or a recollection of his own vulnerabilities and hardships. The story also looks at the confrontation's wider ramifications. In addition to being two people engaged in a personal conflict, Luna and Bill are also symbols of more powerful forces at work. Luna's predicament highlights the innate injustices and power disparities in society by addressing the hardships of those who are left at the mercy of strong organizations and people. In contrast, Bill personifies the harsh realities of a world fueled by ambition, rivalry, and an unrelenting quest for achievement. Their relationship turns into a little representation of the greater conflicts between the strong and the weak, between the possessors and the seekers. When Luna's cries take on a nearly poetic quality and her words become a symphony of hope, remorse, and resolve, the story's emotional stakes reach a crescendo. She paints a clear image of a life that is in jeopardy as she talks about her goals, her challenges, and the people that rely on her. The secret to her survival is her capacity to relate to Bill on a human level, get past his barriers, and get to the guy behind the facade. In turn, Bill must make a decision that will define him in his own eyes as well as in Luna's. He would be jeopardizing his reputation and even his empire if he showed her clemency. His portrayal as a man who prioritizes power over all else would be strengthened if he denied her. Their confrontation's resolution is compelling and thought-provoking. The encounter has a profound effect on both characters, regardless of whether Bill decides to extend mercy. Regardless of the result, the event is life-changing for Luna. It compels her to examine her own fortitude and tenacity, to acknowledge that she can stand up and defend her convictions against insurmountable obstacles. Bill saw the interaction as an opportunity for self-reflection and a reassessment of his own principles and interests. His choice, which holds the weight of his entire life's work and history, is not just about Luna, it's also about the man he wants to be. The story's central theme is the intricacies of vulnerability and power in Luna begs Bill Spencer for mercy. It pushes the reader to think about what it means to be human, strong, and to make decisions that shape who we are. Instead of providing simple solutions or neat conclusions, the story offers an honest and unvarnished examination of the human condition. This story strikes a deep chord with us, serving as a reminder of the strength that comes from vulnerability, the power of compassion, and the significant influence of the decisions we make. Even though Luna has experienced a lot of suffering and hardship, her journey is eventually one of empowerment and self-discovery, and Bill's dual roles as an antagonist and possible rescuer give the narrative a level of depth that goes beyond a straightforward conflict. Luna begs Bill Spencer for mercy ultimately serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. It is a tale that challenges us to see past appearances, to find humanity even in the most unexpected of settings, and to understand that real power comes from having the capacity to empathize, connect, and make decisions that are consistent with our best selves rather than from having authority or control. A reminder that even in the most dire circumstances, there is always a ray of hope, a chance for redemption, and the possibility of transformation. The story's emotionally driven plot and well-drawn characters leave a lasting impression. The plot of Bill Wants Luna's sinister story, Elektra runs and Will suspects Remy, is a complex and intricate drama that explores secrets, treachery, and the unrelenting search for the truth on many levels. The lives of Bill, Luna, Elektra, Will, and Remy are interwoven throughout the narrative, creating a complex web of emotions and motivations. Bill, a skilled manipulator with an unquenchable thirst for power, gets obsessed with figuring out Luna's dark and enigmatic history. Will is left to contend with growing misgivings about Remy, a character whose loyalties and intentions are unclear, while Elektra, sensing the tightening noose of danger, acts rashly to escape the mayhem. This compelling story is propelled by an unrelenting tension that encapsulates the brittleness of trust, the gravity of unspoken realities, and the extent people will go to in order to safeguard their secrets and themselves. The protagonist of the tale is Bill, a man whose infatuation with domination and power drives all of his behavior. Bill has a deliberate plan to take advantage of the weaknesses of people around him, which is why he wants to learn more about Luna's dark past. Bill is committed to solving the mystery of Luna, a lady whose mysterious and sinister past could tip the scales in his favor. But Luna is a difficult target. She has put a lot of effort into protecting her history, even if it is hazardous and unsettling. Luna is cornered and forced to face the things she has long repressed as Bill's quest heats up. Their relationship turns into a struggle of wills, with Luna depending on her fortitude and resourcefulness to resist Bill's constant probing and Bill using his crafty intelligence. Character Elektra, whose life has been profoundly impacted by the events that have transpired, recognizes the threat that Bill's infatuation presents. Her choice to flee is a reflection of her wish to break free from the poisonous web of deceit and manipulation that envelopes her, as well as an act of self-preservation. In addition to being physical, Elektra's escape is symbolic of her independence and rejection of the forces attempting to dominate her. She must make her way through a dangerous environment where there is little trust and danger is present everywhere. The other characters are compelled to face their own motivations and the repercussions of their decisions as a result of Elektra's actions. At the heart of the unraveling mystery is Will, a figure whose moral compass and resolve make him a natural protagonist. Given that Remy's behavior becomes more unpredictable and reticent, his concerns about him are not unjustified. Will's investigation centers on Remy, a figure whose objectives are still unknown. As Will's instincts push him to find the truth and Remy's actions imply a deeper role in the turmoil than anybody initially thought, the tension between the two characters increases. Will's quest for the truth serves as both a personal quest and a larger statement on the value of honesty and responsibility in a society where dishonesty is all too common. The character interactions give the story more nuance and complexity. Bill employs every resource at his disposal to uncover Luna's secrets, and his contacts with her are characterized by a disturbing intensity. Their conversations are rife with emotion and subtext, exposing the power struggles and vulnerabilities Luna finds difficult to hide. Relationships suffer as a result of Elektra's decision to escape, since those she leaves behind must deal with her absence and the reasons behind it. As tension and uncertainty increase in their conversations, Will's developing mistrust of Remy adds a suspenseful element. The story's environment is essential to enhancing the suspense and drama. The setting mirrors the characters' emotional states and the consequences of their actions, whether it is the lavish but chilly environs of Bill's realm, the dark and unpredictably shifting landscape that Elektra must traverse, or the private intense areas where Will and Remy face off. Every scene builds to a climax that promises to unveil the meticulously concealed truths, creating an eerie and suspenseful atmosphere. The themes of power, trust, and redemption emerge as the story progresses. Bill's pursuit of power serves as a metaphor for a larger discussion about the distorting effects of power and the extent people would go to in order to hold on to it. The human spirit's tenacity and the value of maintaining one's individuality in the face of hardship are demonstrated by Luna's fight to keep her narrative safe. Elektra's flight serves as a potent reminder of the necessity of independence and self-determination against insurmountable obstacles. Will's quest for the truth is a testament to the timeless importance of honesty and the bravery needed to confront dishonesty and deceit. When the paths of the characters cross in a moment of emotional confrontation and revelation, the story's climax brings these themes to a head. Luna is forced to make a decision that will determine her future as a result of Bill's unrelenting pursuit of her narrative reaching its climax. As Elektra confronts the repercussions of her choice to leave and finds herself at a crossroads that will decide her fate, her journey comes full circle. Will's analysis of Remy's behavior reveals a startling and life-altering truth that calls into question both his understanding of the people in his immediate vicinity and his own part in the drama that is developing. Elektra runs and Will suspects Remy. Bill wants Luna's sinister story ultimately explores the intricacies of our nature and the decisions that shape who we are. It is a story of strength and weakness, secrets and discoveries, and the never-ending battle to survive in a society where truth is frequently elusive and trust is brittle. The journeys of the protagonists serve as a monument to the human spirit's tenacity and the significance of sticking to one's convictions against insurmountable obstacles. The narrative captivates readers with its complex plot and vividly rendered characters, prompting them to consider the nature of power, the ramifications of our choices, and the unwavering search for truth in a world full of doubts and shadows. Here are the spoilers for the week of December 30th, 2024, of The Bold and the Beautiful. Will fights Remy, Ivy and Katie Bond, Luna's risky deal. Fans may anticipate Will Spencer vs. Remy Price next week. But is it possible to save Elektra Forrester? In addition, Ivy Forrester and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, discuss the risks associated with artificial intelligence. Additionally, Bill Spencer establishes the law alongside Luna Nozawa. Find out what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week by reading on. Monday, December 30th. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy Price's delusion. According to B&B teasers for Monday, December 30th, Elektra is stuck and unable to escape. After cornering Elektra, Remy admitted his transgressions. Elektra is scared and shocked that her buddy lied to her for such a long time and in such a manner. But at the moment, Elektra is in serious danger and Remy is a loose cannon. Bill has Luna tell the truth in Monday's episode. Bill commands Luna to tell him everything about the deaths of Paul Hollis Hollister, Hollis W. Chambers, and Tom Starr, Clint Howard, while she implores him for assistance. Spoilers for B&B for Tuesday, December 31st. The terrifying truth that Will finds out on Tuesday, December 31st. It's most likely about Remy. From the beginning, Will has been cautious around Remy. Regretfully, Will enters the situation unaware that his life is in jeopardy. Katie returns to Forrester Creations and faces her history. Ivy and Katie will also discuss the risks associated with artificial intelligence. Spoilers for Wednesday, January 1st, New Year's Day on The Bold and the Beautiful. On Wednesday, January 1st, there won't be a new episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Enjoy your wonderful new year! B&B spoilers for January 2nd, Thursday.